right, listen, are Liverpool going to make it 14 unbeaten in a row? Liverpool at the moment doing some good stuff. I digress. I'm joking, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you guys all blessed and well. Sav is in the building. Sav, why is there 11 messages in the private chat?
So you wouldn't answer me, bro. So just nagged you on it, bro. You wouldn't answer me, bro.
They're all in caps. Why are they all in caps?
Because you wouldn't answer me, bro. I needed to let you know that I turned up on time, bro. That's all I was trying to do.
I said, nah, don't try it like I did. I weren't here.
Yeah.
But to be fair, there are, yeah.
No, I jumped on the stream at 10:57.
Oh, okay, and then you message at 11.
Yeah, and I can prove it as well because I know what episode of Ray you was watching.
Oh, yeah.
So I know what minute in the episode that was that I could hear, bro.
I was watching it in the background.
I have to know, bro. That's my Ray's my cardio shit. That's what I watch. I watch when I'm on the treadmill, bro. So yeah, big up Ray still. My missus hates Ray, boy.
No, I was watching.
If I show you my WhatsApp now, my missus sent me a message like last night calling me Ray, Ramon. I said something to her and that she's like, "Yeah, you just like fucking Ray, innit?" She hates him. She hates him, bro. She hates him. She loves the program, but she hates Ray, bro. But I told her, my whole personality is built off sitcoms. I can't help it. It's not my fault. I just grew up on them, bro.
Nah, listen, man. Sitcoms are the best, man, and I hope they never change as well. They look like they're revamping a few of them and running them again. But
please don't, man. Please don't. Bro. The same jokes don't run anymore.
What if they remade like Saved by the Bell and threw some people in there?
They did already. Yeah. They made, because remember in Saved by the Bell, Zach was the principal now.
Oh yeah. Bro, I haven't watched it then. I know I ain't watched it.
Shit, bro.
Okay, fair enough.
That's how you know End is old, bro. End used to watch Saved by the Bell when he was 19, blood.
No, I wasn't watching it when I was 19.
I was 19 and that Sunset Beach and that. Hey, my guy End, you know.
Hey, Beverly Hills 90210 and that, bro.
Come on, Papa Jones and that. Yeah, blood. You get me? That's what I'm saying. That's why me and Ends are snow walkers, bro. You know the programs.
No.
That's why, bro.
No,
you already know, blood. You already know, bro.
We're not snow walkers. We're not.
Man. Come on.
We're not snow walkers, South. We are.
You know what it is, bro. Snow King and Frost Prince. You already know. White Rangers.
Snow Patrol and that.
Yeah, bro. White Whispers and that. You know? Yo, the sitcom, bro. I don't understand how man them have stuck to one. I don't know how man them stuck to one shade of girl blood and grew up on sitcoms, bro.
Nah, sitcom, bro. Vibes only, bro.
Not me, bro. I'm Black Max Brannon, bro. Man, know that, bro. You get me? The real Bruce Wayne, bro. Just shut, bro. Man, call me in the ends, bro. Max Brannon, bro. If you know, you know. Hold tight, Stacy, blood. Trust me.
Raw, mad. Listen, big up to everyone in the building. Love for the love. Hope you guys are having a good and great morning. Make sure you get your coffees and teas in, man. If you're listening at work, love for that as well. And why am I seeing Andy Robertson?
That's what I scanned the chat. I sent Andy Robertson to Spurs. Let me scan it again, blood. What do you mean, bro? I will end my own season now, blood. What do you mean? Honestly, they don't need Robbo. And obviously, I love Robbo. He's definitely good with that, but they don't need him. They got Spence and Porro in it. Ain't that there?
You know what's happening, Sav?
And Destiny Adogi?
No, you know if you lock in and tap into what does happen, we're gonna get Van der Ven, you know, in this window. I reckon that's what's happening.
You think Mickey Van der Ven's trying to force man's hand by just keep talking about Liverpool?
Yeah.
If you talk enough, the fans won't even want you there, innit?
Yeah, they'll be like, bro, this guy twerking for thing. Just twerking for Liverpool. And gee, don't tell.
Oh, man, saying Ornstein and that. Let me do my.
Can you have a look while I send you
due diligence, bro? This say, you know, I don't care. I don't even follow Ornstein. I don't think so, anyway.
This is mad, bro. Like, what? I had things to talk about, but clearly not important enough.
Yeah, I had an epiphany as well, and I'm just gonna let it be known, bro. Because if I just to let you like, no, we beat Bournemouth and I'm slotting in there, just allow me in it.
Wait. Wait. Okay, do that first. We need to unpack what you just said. Do that first, and we'll unpack what you just said, bro. Nah, listen, big up to the chat. Big up to the chat. Love for the love, do all that great stuff. 51 in the building already. Hey, beautiful, man. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, it's the top of his shit 4 minutes ago. Exclusive Tottenham Hotspur working on a deal to sign Andy Robertson from Liverpool. Brought forward plan. There's a brought forward plan. Doctors from the summer. Left back as a free agent. Not done. But talks between all parties advancing in a bid to reach an agreement. These fuckers, bro.
And he literally just said in the press conference, quiet on all fronts. I don't expect anything
these
to happen.
fuckers, bro. So that means because remember there was, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, about talk about Robbo leaving on it. Remember, it was like
yeah,
and it was about the end of the season and all that. They just said plans brought forward from the summer as a free agent, which means that's fine with Robbo because he kind of made it. It sounded like he was probably going to end up going at the end of the season, but instead they want to bring it forward. I don't know what injuries they've got to need to bring that forward, but surely, watch, bro, because they're going to recall Shimikas in it.
that was the plan. But I'm thinking, I'm locking into the Van der Ven thing, bro. I'm thinking it's the Van der Ven thing, you know.
With I'm not going to get into Ibu's business, but with what's going on with Ibu, there's no time scale on that.
So then why would we sell another defender then?
I'm saying there's no time scale on Ibu. There is a time scale on Leone, and that's next season. We've got Gomez currently, but it's Gomez. So you have to, and you obviously let Gueye go to Man City. So like, this isn't even a preference thing anymore. It's like you have to sign somebody, or he does what he normally does and puts Grav at centre back.
We can't do that, bro. We can't.
I know.
We can't big up. We can't recall Elliot because we don't have it. But Simicast, yeah.
Elliot wasn't even. I watched the before I jumped on thingy with clubs with you. I watched the Villa game against Fenerbahce. Elliot wasn't even in the team, bro.
He's not, like, bro. He's not even. He doesn't even get the call.
No. What I mean is not in the team. I mean like he's not in the team. And then when you go to like the live score to show you the subs, he's not even on the part where it tells you who's injured and that or where they're missing. He's not even on. Bro,
I just deregistered him. Just have him. That's
it's a mess still.
Nah, we must be getting Van der Ven then, bro. I swear it must be. I reckon that's what's gonna happen. You know.
I don't mind. I like Van der Ven.
Nah, man. Like, you know what it is though, Sav. I feel like for me personally, because we've had that error on the clock and we had players and you just like, you wanted to keep them all together forever in it and hope, but little by little. And you remember with the first time that picture of the 11 and then they started blacking out players. Yeah, it's like fading man away like Marty McFly and that. No,
I guess with the emotion, the hope is they don't end their career at Liverpool, but when they move on, they leave the country and they leave the league, and you'd have to you have to play against them and that. Which most of them did, to be honest. Only really Henderson, but he came back. But you know what I mean? Obviously, I thought Robbo would have ended up going Celtic or something like that. But I guess if a team like Spurs let you know that they want you, then it makes you feel a bit more wanted, doesn't it?
Yeah, you feel like
in a retirement home, and it's Thomas Frank. That's the reason why. If it wasn't Thomas Frank, I bet Spurs wouldn't want him because it just doesn't make sense. So,
do we have to play against Spurs again as well?
Yeah. Oh, man says Charlotte FC with Elliot. That's who Zaha plays for, isn't it? I can't talk for Elliot, bro, but I just want to let Elliot know, bro. Don't do that. Charlotte FC is the end for you, bro, and you're too young now. They're not even like a club that's in the media like that, but man like G in that. G Diddy in that. Take that. Come on.
It's 2026, bro. Just
man, Diddy's coming home, man. We got a date, so it's all right, man. I can say that now. No, we can because he's only got locked up for being freaking.
I don't care about if he's. I'm saying.
Hey man, a little coercion never hurt anyone, like that, bro.
So we're not doing this again, bro. I keep telling you, bro, we're not doing this.
I'm Christian, bro. Like,
so is Diddy.
Christians don't.
We're going to change the name to Brother Love.
Yeah.
Brother G, it's crazy, blood. Nah, bro. But this is crazy, man. Nah, Robbo leaving. Gee, bro. Man said, bro, exclusive news. Robbo leaving.
Where's he going?
Spurs.
It's a good
Okay,
move
that's
for
a good
him.
move.
Man. It's a great move for
Yeah,
him.
that's a good move.
But then what we do, bro, we haven't got, we're running out of defenders at the moment. Like, why are we getting rid of more defenders?
Yeah.
Yeah, to
I
be
think
fair
you
though,
say
he
the
wanted
fact
to
that he's
leave, bro.
Robbo. Yeah, that's what it is, because obviously the article I just read said from Ornstein said that they brought it forward from the summer. So it was going to be a free agent, which means they'll pay you a little 10 mil or something, little change. It's not smart. Just forget that it's Robbo. It's not really smart at the moment for Liverpool to lose any players unless it's somebody they're not using at all, bro. So sending like Rio and Trey on alone, and that's fine. You don't use them anyway. Robbo, you do. You've been rotating with Kirkus. Kirkus is the number one now, of course. But like I said, if they recall Tsimikas from Roma, then it don't matter, does it? Because that was Tsimikas anyway.
I thought we sold
Roma's doing well though. But
I thought Liverpool sold Tsimikas though.
No, we loaned him.
We loaned him.
What? That's jokes. Yeah, but Robbo wanted. You could tell Robbo wanted to leave, man. Like he ain't trying to play second fiddle to Kirkus, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
it didn't help that Kirkus is now kicked on and actually started becoming good. You know,
it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your propaganda. He's been all right. I think it's your fault. I think your voice is bigger than your blood.
I think though, when you look at it, you got to think he's probably looked at the situation and said, "Bruv, we're in January. You're saying Kirkus kicked on. Let's say that's probably since the 1st of January. He played all this season, and it's January is now the time that he's now this cemented kind of player. Robert's probably sitting there thinking, bruv, like, I'm still better than him. You know what I mean? He ain't kicked on to a level that deserves to start all the time, considering what Robbo feels that he's done and stuff like that. And I don't think that Kirkus deserve that either. So yeah, the fact that he's going to me makes perfect sense. To be honest with you, he's not going to use him. He doesn't want to play second fiddle. He feels that he can start. It's a World Cup year as well. There's so many factors that come into play. Liverpool probably look at it as well from a business side and just think, brother, might as well just sell him in it. Like if you can get money for him, why not do that? Obviously, we're looking at it from we need players that how much is he going to use Robbo? Really,
the likelihood is that I don't know, man. He's probably had a conversation already, and Robbo's not dumb. He can see how bad we've been in it. Like if we look like we're going somewhere this season, he'd probably try and have one last go at trying to win a big trophy with Liverpool, innit? But the way we've been shit, bro, it's like, I might as well jump off the Titanic, blood, before I need a lifeboat. You get me? Just get out of here, bro. So, although, like I said, I don't know the injuries at Spurs, but they use Porro and Spence normally. I don't know if Udogi's injured again, but it's not weird to me. Like it's a good move for Robbo, but it is weird that Spurs want him, not because he's not good enough, because it's just because of me thinking of Spurs' team. I'm like, it's not a team that I thought would need a. You know what I mean? If it's like a Brentford or someone like that, maybe, or Fulham. But
could play centre back. You never know, boy. Man,
that's a good shot, actually. That's a good shot. But if the Van de Ven thing happens, like En said, then Van de Ven to Liverpool.
Is Liverpool signing Van de Ven?
Well, I think he's been twerking. I think he's been twerking for us. So
he has been, and there's like big rumors around it as well. So I'm thinking maybe that's what it is, a little sweetener. Oh, have him now. We'll take Van de Ven. Big up to Alexander as well, saying part of the deal for Van de Ven, basically. The other way, I agree with that. Big up for the super chat, though. Yeah, I agree. I think it will be. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in the next day or so, you hear that Van de Ven to Liverpool.
Yeah, it more likely be a sweetener than an actual deal, isn't it? Because no one does them deals anymore, swaps and that anymore. Like that's old. But it would sweeten the deal, I guess.
You guys think Van de Ven's good?
I like Van de Ven.
He's a good defender, man.
Yeah,
I didn't ask if you liked him. I said, do you think he's good?
That's the only reason why I'd like him, bro. You get me? Like if he's good, I don't like shit players, bro.
You might there's some players out there you might think, God, I fuck with him.
I actually think when they're playing,
I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, who Madueke?
Yeah, but I don't think he's like that good. But I like him. Like I like him as a player. Like,
I think I'll be honest, bro. When I see the Netherlands play, Van de Ven looks better than Virgil for the Netherlands.
Oh, okay, I don't even.
Virgil,
okay, fair.
Virgil does the shaky thing sometimes, bro. You get me, the stanky leg. But for Spurs, I think I think he's a good player, bro. Obviously, if you're asking me the levels, then I need to compare him to somebody. But I think he's one of the better centre backs in the league, and he has certain attributes that would be good for Liverpool. Obviously, I'm not going to mention his pace and that, but I think he's good, man. So, yeah.
No. Honestly, I was just asking.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get G back in as well. Let's see what happens, man. But let's turn our attention to the important game, man, that we've got on the weekend. Well, tomorrow, I should say. 5:30 kickoff, UK?
Yeah, 5:30, yeah.
Bournemouth at the Vitality, man. Where's you guys' heads at with this one? Because the start of the season, that was a team that made us look a bit shaky. That was when Carragher asked Arne Slot some questions and said, look, Gaff, I like the attacking, but we do look a bit open in the midfield. And that was the game when everyone kind of looked at it and gone, nah, it's a window. Who cares? It's a win. But now we got to play them again. They've lost Semenyo since then. So that's a key factor. And he made a massive difference in the game when we previously played them, but it was at Anfield. But now we're away from home. But we're in better shape. Where's you guys at that with this one, man? Do you think an easy game for us, or do you think it's going to be one of those difficult Premier League games?
Difficult.
Yeah, difficult. It's weird, isn't it? Because with Bournemouth versus Liverpool, like, if you went off Bournemouth's form alone, you'd say that it should be a little bit easier for us because they've been pretty. I've watched a lot of their games that would have been televised and that. They look good while they're playing, but then they don't seem to get the result. And it's a lot of draws or 3-2s or stuff like that, 3-3s and 4-4s with United. But that tells you that they can score goals. So if you give them a chance, they'll score past you, which is that one of our issues. I think they're decent. But I noticed that since they've dropped off a bit, everyone shut their mouth about Areola now. So welcome to the club, people. When I told you, relax a little piece. He does the high line thing and he's non-negotiable with it. So I don't know. We can't attack. They can. We can defend a bit. They can a bit. Should be. Yeah, it's got 2-2 written all over it. But anyway,
got 2-2 written. But surely, obviously, with the Arne Slot keeps speaking about that the low blocks and that. Surely he'll go, you know what, for this game, let's drop our team a little bit back and go on a transition. Why would he go high line and do the whole all-out attack if he knows that Liverpool could hurt them?
Some people are just dumb like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just help it. Yeah, literally. Some people just can't help it. Like, this is what I'm on. This is what I want to do. So this is what I'm gonna do, kind of thing. And if he's not savage headed, if he's non-negotiable about it, then yeah, I think it's gonna be a game with a few goals. I do think there'll be a few goals. I will have it as both teams to score in the game.
Yeah. We away.
Yeah, we're away.
That Kroopy guy, I feel like Kroopy. Someone don't have him. It's long day. He will score.
They weren't even starting Kroopy most of the time, and he just kept scoring.
Yeah, he just kept scoring, bro. Like he's got really good shot technique, from what I've noticed about the way he takes his shots and how.
And Evan Nilsson's been good. I don't know how many goals he scored, but when he plays, Evan Nilsson's pretty decent. Tavernier's good, and then their midfield, they got them. They're a bit uncultured and they're like bland, but when you watch them, they're quite good. You know, like Ryan Christian or them man and Brooks. And
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, them type of guys.
When you watch them and Alex Scott and that. Yeah,
they're bland, but they got something about
they're
them.
on season youth, bro. But when you play them and that cooking, crazy.
Nah, it's going to be an interesting game, man, because we need to continue this form that we're in. Oh, no, okay, no one had nothing to say.
You say form we're in?
Yeah, we're in good form. No, it's
like
that. I thought you guys were going to say something then, but yeah, we're in good form. 30 on.
I wouldn't say Liverpool not in good form though, because they've only won 6 in what was it? 6 in.
Look at ends, bro. Now the Piers Morgan thing, bro. I said form, blood. But the technical term, it's form. But losing 5 games is form. It's just losing form. So
yeah, and we're on unbeaten form. So
unbeaten, yes, unbeaten form.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's
so we're a lot more difficult to beat. Have you not noticed the difference in the team now?
We're not that much difficult to beat, bro. We're just the same.
Well, yeah, I beg to differ because no one's beaten us in 13 games.
Yeah,
nah. Liverpool the same, man. Like Slot even said it the other day in his press conference. It's the same. Like there's nothing that's being done that is so much different from what was being done before. The difference is teams are not necessarily putting away those chances, those half chances in certain moments. They were putting them away for fun before, kind of thing. Now they're not putting them away. So I feel like had they just put them away like before, I feel like Liverpool probably would have lost a few more games in this kind of run, kind of thing. So, yeah, I don't think it's any. But listen, they're in unbeaten form. So you have to credit that in itself, because 13 games is a long time for you to go unbeaten, right?
No, it's not.
But
No, it's not. No, it's
in
not.
this context,
No, it's
sorry,
not.
in
It's
this
not. It's not.
in this context,
In this
well,
context,
it is, because they're the most unbeaten team
Bro,
in Europe right now. So,
Bro, if you're Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Barca, Madrid, Bayern, these are not decent things, bro. Just being unbeaten.
I know.
Nah, bro, fuck a context, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
No, I'm savage. Well, I'm okay.
This is what Arsenal did when they had Emre. Blood. Remember when they had Emre and those 22 games unbeaten? Just trying to throw it at man.
Hear what I'm saying, yeah?
we're gonna
I don't look at Liverpool like that anyway.
Oh,
So
yeah,
for
you
me,
think the shit
I'm
anyway.
like,
So for you, it's like
13 games
unbeaten.
unbeaten. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a lot of games for you to go unbeaten. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if anyone else did that, I would be like, yo, that's a lot of games for you to go kind of unbeaten. So for him, he's also looked at it like that. And I guess it's the only way you can, innit? Like, he can't moan really too much about losing the 9 and 12. Yeah, he's got to just be like, well, brother, we're unbeaten in 13. But when I listened to him, I was like, I get it, because in your eyes, whether it's true, whether it's not true, and we can all debate about it, in his eyes, Liverpool are not that much different than they were when they were losing 9 and 12. And if I'm looking at it, they're not. Savage, you said after the game, I saw bare people, masterclass, this is the Savage was like, bro, this is...
It was a master.
It's Enz's fault, bro. You know, him and Cal done a stream yesterday. I had to turn it off, bro. We got the man. I gave you a like. I gave you the like and the view and that and a little comment. You get me? Because you're the homie, bro. But I turned it off, bro. I heard Cal say we were excellent, and now man, I'm saying it's the best game of the season.
That's where it goes too far. That's where it goes too far. This is what I'm saying.
Nah, you man are extremists, bro. You, Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden, you man are all extremists, bro. Remember the days when you could just be good? It's all right. Remember that?
No, but we was excellent yesterday. Not yesterday.
No, we wasn't.
No, we wasn't excellent. But I get where Enz is coming from, because the standards is on the floor. So this is going to be better.
I'm getting where he's coming from, bro. You're talking to Enz. He's the standards guy. So
but that's where his standards are, though. I can't
he's
change.
Not allowed to. He's the standards guy.
No, my standard is 13 unbeaten.
Brother,
if we want to have a broader conversation,
the comment I left with Enz yesterday in his comment section was, I hear you, innit?
Yeah.
But if that game is impressive to you, then so is the Barnsley win. That's all I'm saying. It's the same shit. We played the same against Barnsley.
I'm just saying that there's some teams in there that we should have obviously taken more points out of than what we did. Obviously.
No, put the thing back up. Put it back up. Put it back up. Let's go.
There's some teams in there where we should have put more points on the board. I agree.
So it started with 2-0 against West Ham.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2-0 against West Ham, been stinking up the league all season. That's fine. 1-1 against Sunderland. Sunderland have been good, newly promoted, but they have been good. Let's keep the context there. They're a good team, but should have won the game. We didn't. Who's the next team there?
That is Leeds, yeah.
Newly promoted again. Just got to the Prem 3-3. I don't know what happened there, but all right. Inter Milan, 1-0.
Big game.
Good victory. Not big name in the team. Not a big game. Like, this is not
big
Inter
game.
Milan when it's not R9 still running through the. It's that Limp Bizkit Charamblad with his dead legs, bro. So okay, but we'll take it because it's Champions League. Brighton, that was a good win. We didn't play that well, but it's a good win. Brighton, decent and that. Spurs, the game weren't good, but good win and that. Wolves struggled, but we won the game. Leeds again, newly promoted. Bear in mind that Wolves is bottom of the table. Wolves when they had 2 points.
But to be fair, in that moment, when they had Calvert-Lewin as the most informed striker in the league, in that
you want to know why? You want to know why Endin's taking the piss? Yeah, because Calvert-Lewin started on the bench, bro.
Yeah, no, but he was the most informed striker in the league. He had 7 and 6.
If Haaland's the most informed and Man City play him on the bench against us, then you can't use it in the conversation.
No, you can, because he was still informed. So that shows their team they had.
So you
really
think that
results.
his form radiates throughout the team off the bench?
No, they did, because they had wins, because they had wins in that period of time.
So what? So Krillin should just mash up everyone because Goku's his brethren. Well, he's not in the fight. 0-0 Arsenal. This is the way
a top performance, by the way. That was a top performance.
What was Arsenal?
The Arsenal one, yeah.
No, because I realized, because I remember G at the time said that's one of the best games. But G's doing it based on how he feels about Liverpool and their standards. Innit?
Yeah.
You still look at Liverpool as Liverpool because you said my standards are higher than everyone. You said that.
Yeah, I did.
All season you said that. So you can't rate the Arsenal game, bro. You can be like, oh, yeah, well, at least we didn't lose to Arsenal in that. But really, we didn't just park the bus. We parked a limo, a jet. But we just chilled in the half all game.
But we had to.
And then in the second half, played a little bit better, bro.
No, we played way better than in the second half.
Who's the next game? 4-1. Who's that against?
Barnsley. Yeah.
Barnsley, where we stunk up the place for most of the game. Barnsley and Marseille is the same game. I'm telling you, bro. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, bro. Marseille and Barnsley was the same game.
I'm not even disagreeing or
both. You're telling me both scorelines.
At
the end of both games, the scoreline flattered us both times, bro. But that's football. Safe. I'm not moaning about it. He flattered us both times, bro. Barnsley just got worn down, but they're like League 2, so the
Can you do me a favor? Can you tell me where the L is in this?
There ain't no L, bro. There ain't no L.
So
there ain't no L. But,
so that,
you know what I mean?
that we're in a great position now.
Not in a great position, bro. That form looks like pride, bro. D everywhere.
We were in those results have given us the direction that we need, the platform that we need. Now we're in a good shape now. Salah is back, which is good.
Why does everyone keep mentioning that?
Because he's back. Gee,
makes no difference.
Yeah, like I felt like it was such a big thing. I kept hearing like bare people say it, and I was like, what does that mean? Like him being back, like what does that help towards to do? Like if he's back, does that
score goals, can assist?
He was shit against Marseille though.
Oh.
Yeah, like
you know Enz and Carlson when they got to about to talk about Salah. This is Enz's words. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the performance, but it's good to have him back. What do you mean we're not going to talk about the performance? That's the only thing to talk about, bro. That was the when I turned it off. What do you mean? All the other players that spoke about the performance got to Salah like, yeah, we're not going to talk about the performance, but the fact he's back. And what?
But the thing that I think irritates me the most with the Salah thing is that 98% of people, whether you rate him, don't rate him, but 90, and I'll even go as far as 99%, you didn't want him to play anyway. Like you didn't want him to play. You were most of you wanted him out of the team, which is fine, not a problem. So him being back, I never understood it because I was like, but you didn't want him to be there anyway. Liverpool haven't lost since he's not been there. I thought this would be the perfect time for people to be like, bro, forget Salah starting the game against Marseille, bro. Like, let someone else start. Liverpool been doing well with like drawing games and not losing really in this run. So when everyone kept talking about it, I was like, bro, but why would you be gassed that Salah's back? Bro?
You know why, bro? The Salah rent boys blood. You know why, bro?
Nah, but it was weird, Savage, man. It was just weird. Like I didn't understand it at all, bro. I was like, you can't be this two-faced, yeah, that 1 minute you don't rate the guy, you think he shouldn't play, and then the second he comes, oh, thank God Salah's back. You know, this is gonna, bro. Like Salah didn't add anything to the game. He could have not played, and it would have been fine. Like it didn't make no difference him being there. So, yeah, man.
Do you know what game that he'll make a difference though? Because he has a tendency of scoring against them. Is Bournemouth. He definitely can do something in this game.
Yeah, he probably could.
No, not probably could. He definitely can.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, but he could have done something against Marseille.
No, hold on a minute. You know when Slot dropped Salah for 3 games. Who was them games against, bro? Leeds, isn't it? One of them.
Leeds, yeah, Leeds would have been one of them. After the 3-3. So that run of games, so just before the Leeds, just before the 3-3.
And Inter Milan, innit? Because he went to AFCON after that. We didn't play him, innit? Remember, because that's when the press conference came out, and then Slot said, like, I'm not soft.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm guessing one of them was like West Ham or Burnley or someone like that. Fulham. All I'm saying is, what do you mean Salah can do something against Bournemouth, but he can't do something against them other 3 teams I just mentioned? What do you mean?
His form was bad then, Sav.
He ain't played since.
No, he played in the AFCON, and he had better form in the AFCON.
AFCON don't count, bro.
I'm going to be honest. I watched the AFCON. I think, again, people over-exaggerate. He had about...
What team do you support in the AFCON before you say what you're going to say, G?
No one. Ghana weren't in it, so I didn't support anyone.
Oh, Ghana weren't there. Okay, fair.
Yeah. So I wasn't...
Enz knew Ghana weren't in it. Actually, what you're laughing for, Enz.
Yeah. I feel like he knew, but it's fine.
He knew.
I wasn't going to go that far. But yeah, I think he had two
Next
really good,
year.
like 2 really good games with him and Marmoush. Where I thought, but
Yeah.
the rest of the tournament, there was one game, not the game that they got knocked out in. I think it was the round before, bro. He stunk the entire game, and I was just like, bro. But he's Salah, so it's like, you know what they were doing? They were doing what Liverpool were doing at one stage, which is you keep giving the ball to this brother, and he's not doing anything with it. Give it to someone else. Give it to Marmoush. I was like, why don't you just give it to Marmoush a bit more? Like, he's faster. He can get in behind a lot quicker. Like, he would actually be your best bet, and let Salah do the creating stuff. But they just kept trying to give it to him.
Nah, I'm trying to see what Ends thinks that Salah's form's better, bro. That's what I want to know.
Scored 4 goals and an assist in the AFCON.
AFCON.
Yeah, he didn't. But okay, what? Okay, if you guys let me know, I'll go with you first, and I'll get Sam's take on it. Best Liverpool 11 going forward.
The back 5, I feel like kind of probably picks it. Oh no, is Ibu? But let's say the back 5 if Ibu's available.
Yeah. Shouldn't be that difficult, to be fair, but I hear it.
Mine or the one I feel like he's going to play?
No. It's you. What you think? Not what the gaffer is going to go. What you think Liverpool's best 11 is?
Zabozalai and Jones in the middle.
Cool.
Ekatike up front, Verts just behind him. Now I'm struggling because there's not really any players like that.
Well, you got Salah left, Cody. You got McAllister. You got who else?
Nah, no more midfielders. I don't like the other midfielders.
Gravenberch. Okay, so Salah makes it into the 11. All right, first.
Yeah, Salah. And then left wing, there really is no one else, is there? I feel like I'd have to put Cody, but there's no one else. Like, I can't think of anybody else.
Well, he did score in his last game as well. And he definitely should have had 1 assist, but won't go into that too much.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll just go with that. There isn't really anything else I would want to see.
What about you, Sav?
Whatever team we played when Salah won here, bro.
No, you can't pick the team, bro. What's your Liverpool best 11, bro? Where you got?
Okay, well, I'll do it, bro. But let's take away the adjective best, bro, because we're shit. But anyway, the back 5,
best 11. Yeah,
same. Yeah, regular back 5.
Sav's best 11.
I mean, okay, stop that. Virgil and Kanate.
Yeah,
Frimpong and Robbo. Not that the one with the syndrome, Robbo. You know what I mean? Zabazalai, Grav and Curtis. Yeah, that's Ekatike and the Dutch one, Praying player, innit? It's enough players.
Nah. Do you know the reason why I asked, right? Because at the moment, I always think about who's actually performing for Liverpool and who does the fans actually like within the 11 that starts. And G's obviously put Salah in there, which is right now because he's come back into the team more on form than the other players that when he left.
No, what do you mean by that? No. What do you mean by that? Salah's last 2 games in AFCON, they got beat up, and Liverpool ain't lost in 13. Remember? So how is he on better form than our players? How?
Yeah, because the fans have been still saying Cody.
No. Forget the fans. How? Like, how is he on better form, bro?
Chiesa hasn't come and hit the ground running at all in the games.
What ground running? All he has to do is run to be better than Salah. Salah weren't scoring anyway. So once you take away Salah's goals and assists, pointless. So I'm just saying, how is Salah coming back into this team on form when I watched him lose his last AFCON game? What did Salah do?
Yeah, so 5 goals in all competition. Big up, John. Yeah, so I'm saying he's definitely come back on more form than the other players.
What other player?
Chiesa.
Okay, forget Chiesa. What other player?
That's crazy.
Because you can't use Chiesa because Chiesa don't play anyway. So which other player?
Frimpong.
He's not been on better form than Frimpong.
He's got more contributions. Goal.
No. He's not been on better form than Frimpong. You know he hasn't. You know he hasn't, bro. If he's not been, who else? Because they'll use Frimpong on the right hand side. If they don't use Frimpong, they use Sobo, and that's it. Because Kier's on the bench. Sobo and Frimpong have been better than him. Even with Sobo's stupid back heel and missing a penalty, he's been better than Salah. Unless Salah wants to play on the left and that, roll back the years and go play in Gakpo's position. Them two can duke it out for whoever's the shittest, if they want. But
I said, what have I been smoking? I don't smoke, my G. Appreciate you checking in, though, to make sure. No, I'm bringing the conversation to the guys because I want to know where they think Liverpool's best 11 is, because I just want to know.
What do you think Liverpool's best 11 is?
I would put Gravers in there because I feel like you don't like him for no reason. So Gravs and Jones, Sobo.
I didn't stutter. I definitely.
That's the darkest response, bro. Man said he's dead, you know.
He's dead.
So the best defensive midfielder last season in the Premier League.
He wasn't the best defensive midfielder.
Yeah, it was. By his numbers and in Europe, he was there.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Man said he's dead. That's rude, blood.
He was dead.
It was the highest rated defensive midfielder in the world last season.
This Gravenberch you're seeing now, this is the Gravenberch that.
I'm blaming it on the tactics, the new shape.
Now it's but when it's Salah, there's no tactics. It's just Salah's
I did say.
You said it's because he's not performing. I'm saying
that's a part of. I've always said it's a part of it, but also he needs to play more inside because I think he'll be better going closer to goal. I've always said that about Salah. With Gravenberch, though, it's the system, bro. No, it's the system why Gravenberch hasn't been good.
Listen, Gravenberch is not that good.
And I feel like saying hasn't been good. I think there's just a handful of games you could pick out that he hasn't been good in. I think we're over exaggerating that he hasn't been good this season.
Me saying he's dead, yeah. He's just been what I think he is, which is, he's calm. Like, as in, I'm not gonna look at you twice type of player. Like, I wouldn't sign you, but you could just fit in.
Can I ask you a question?
I wouldn't sign you.
When you say you got like Wharton and Grav, where do you rate them against each other?
I think they're actually kind of similar in terms of their level.
We'll have
Elliot Anderson.
I don't rate Elliot Anderson like that though.
What about Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo?
They're way better than the names. You just
that's
said.
way better, dog.
Yeah, Rice has a good delivery.
I'm not going to debate why I think he's better. I'm just telling you.
No, you need to because you have to clarify why you think.
I was thinking about this today, about how I was having a conversation with someone. I said, I don't need to debate why my opinion is my opinion. I'm just telling you that I think that this is my opinion. I don't think that.
That's a wise man, you know. That means your wisdom's getting there, bro. That's what I'm like when people say, "Yo, Sav, you know, I messaged you in it," and I go, "I know." And then I just get on with the conversation. The way for me to tell him why I missed the call. Because I looked at the phone, he rang. I didn't want to answer it.
I didn't want to answer it. Like that was it. Like, I don't want to talk to you about that.
Nah, but way better's cold still. I can't lie. But obviously opinions and that.
Yeah, no, but we will
I needed the level of
we're not debating it, I promise you.
Okay.
What about
say we get
Kamara and Onana and McGinn and that?
No, he's better than them. Onana, I would say I like Onana, so I can't even guess it. But he's better than McGinn.
Onana is the level that you.
No, I'm gonna ask the serious.
No, we're not doing this.
Onana's cold. Is he?
Onana is a good.
Okay, but the level that you think Gravenberch is, you think Onana is on that same level?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's just not playing in the big teams. He's not playing in the big teams for us to go. Yo,
this sounds crazy.
He's like Everton and Villa, bro.
I was about to say because some of these players I rate and it sounds like I hate them. And I was gonna say, Grav is better than McGinn, but Grav ain't got to
way
McGinn's
better.
level. Grav's better than McGinn now.
Way better.
But he's not got to McGinn's highest level yet as a footballer. He hasn't.
No, he has gone past.
No, he hasn't.
No, he's gone past that. What's McGinn's highest level? What, like Conference League?
No, but you're talking about the team he plays for. I'm talking about how he plays. No. Think of what I'm saying.
He's just a B-Tech James Milner. Let's be honest.
He's really not, bro.
He's just a
be honest,
B-Tech James Milner. He runs
let's be
around
honest,
and runs
people say
into
that.
players.
People say that about McGinn, but really it's down to like his stature and all that. But McGinn's cold on the ball. He's got a better pass than Grav. He's got a better shot than Grav. And he can tackle, bro. Yeah. So like, no, I'm not, bro. Did you not hear what I started off with saying? Grav's better than him now. But I'm saying when McGinn, remember Super John McGinn?
Yeah, and it's called Graventurn, bro.
Who calls him that?
That
don't even hit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
Don't make up names.
That's the Graventurn on that.
No, I've never. Oh my days! Anybody in the chat who calls Graventurn, bro, get out of the chat.
Have you never heard it? Nah, you guys
I've
are
never
not
ever heard.
You know what's great? You know what's crazy though? You know what it is? Because obviously I like different footballers that other people don't like, and it. So to use like that to diss and it McGinn, but to me, bro, McGinn's cold, bro. It's just obviously he's getting older now, but think of what you've seen at Liverpool with Grav. You've seen last season was his best ever season at Liverpool. Obviously not been here that long. Bayern Munich, he didn't have a best season, and before that, he was a kid.
He was a good.
So how am I? I'm not really dissing him, am I?
No, you're right, man. He's all right.
Bayern don't even count for Grav's career at all. Early Liverpool, first he was decent, but then he got injured. Then Klopp's last season, and then Klopp's season when he just won and for that season he was good until January. Not this man.
Nah,
for the Champions League football.
January, that's crazy.
Big up Jacquees, man.
He better than Tielemans, though. I know that.
And says, "Ends get the hoodie to these. This is nasty work, bro." And listen, it's these guys in it. I don't know. G has an agenda. Agreeing. He's always had it. To be fair, I'm just being honest.
Nah.
No, let me land. You've always had it. You've always had this issue with Gravenberch for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like, yo, wonder kid grab. Premier League winning grabs.
Bro, Nunes won the Premier League. You don't see me picking up Nunes.
Like he's done. Bro, this guy's trophy haul is better than these man you're mentioning.
What trophy haul?
What trophy haul?
What, in Ajax and that? Bro, I don't care about you.
Bayern, he was at Bayern.
He did, bro. We did the maths, bro. We played, bro. We did the 6 games.
He was ready.
Minutes, bro.
He was
He
registered.
wasn't good enough for Bayern, so he didn't play at
He's
Bayern,
better than
bro.
these. He's better than these, man. All day long.
I'm just gonna say, like, big up the chat, but the ability for people to listen to the words I said and change what I said. I literally, the first thing I said is Grav is better than McGinn, bro. It's the first thing I said.
No, I'm gonna go with. I think McGinn's better than Grav.
But now you're trying to trigger people. Now you're trying to trigger people.
No, it's actually not this, bro. Why is it?
No,
it's not this, bro.
Savage is correct because Savage
this
said
is where gender starts.
Gravenberch has not hit the heights of what a
McGinn's highest level as a player, not the team he plays for, because obviously he stayed at Villa, bro. The height, his ability on the ball and how he's played, the highest level, Grav hasn't hit that. I don't care what the Premier League said Grav was the best, bro. Like he hasn't hit that yet. He hasn't.
He is the best, though.
No, but I said Grav's better than him now, but
he's the best young midfielder.
See, man in the chat saying he can play for PSG and all that, but they didn't want him. PSG didn't try and get him.
Gravenberch can play for PSG, bro. He'll get nosebleed.
No, he can. No, he can.
No, he'll get nosebleed, bro.
You can.
He'll get a nosebleed, bro.
I told you. Wait till when we get Adam Wharton, we unlock Gravenberch. Then we'll have this conversation. Even
we get Adam Wharton, only one of them's gonna
play. Sometimes you need jigsaw pieces, mate.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you need pieces to help unlock other pieces.
No, but sometimes you can just be good. Like you can just be.
And
good.
He is.
No, but you're saying
he's compromising his game to help out the rest of the team. He wasn't
he's not good at compromising.
Clearly not, because last season he was the best DM in the Prem. So clearly he's not bad at doing a job that easy. No, to the world and the Premier League. That's what he
I know
won.
Arsenal and Chelsea fans will disagree.
Well, yeah, they can, but they didn't win nothing. So
winning anything necessarily constitute to you being better.
Well, yeah, because then you add your qualities within the team, and then you can help your team win trophies, right? Isn't that what the whole point? It's 11v11.
Nunes helped. I don't think anybody wants Nunes,
and he's a Premier League winner.
But it doesn't matter. That's the point. It doesn't matter if he's a Premier League winner. I'm saying that you said, not me. You said Gravenberch needs Wharton to unlock whatever you think he can do, right? I'm saying if you're good, I don't really feel like getting in Wharton should change up what. No. We should know that. No. Getting in Wharton is just more complementing whatever you're doing, like Xavi, Iniesta. Without any of them, they're still good. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they don't need each other. They're just good without each other, but they complement each other in the game.
And that's what will happen.
I can't lie, bro. I love these streets, bro. This cult is the best, man. Bro, honestly, no one asked for Grav stats from the last game, bro.
Yeah, I don't care.
No one asked, bro. I know you Dutch, bro.
I did.
When you mention someone Dutch, bro, honestly, bro, his spider sense starts going and he gets all, bro. Why, bro? Allow it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro.
Look at what he was doing, bro. Look at what he was doing.
Do you think he's the most important? Like, just out of all the midfielders, do you think he's the most important?
Bar Sabo, yes.
No. That's not what I asked you. Do you think he?
Last season he was. Last season he was. This season I'll say he's second right to. Now. Hear what I'm saying? Last season he was definitely most important to what we was trying to do in system wise. This season he will be second to Sobo. He'll be second to Sobo.
Sobo, the guy that everybody wanted to bounce last season.
I'm answering your question. I've answered your question. He's second to Sobo.
Point. This is the point I'm trying to say is that.
But that's to do with the system, though, G. That's to do with the system, not him as a player.
Is it the system? Is it the player?
No, it's a system.
What's happening here is listen. I don't understand why a statement can't be made, and just because a man is saying that man's the best, that he can't just be taken as that. Why does everyone get so sensitive?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have to be the best.
G
that's my guy.
So I hear defending that. G said he was dead. I didn't.
Yeah, G, use better words than what just like.
Okay, cool. Okay, I will say that Gravenberch is a decent midfielder. Then I will go as far as that. I will definitely agree with that. He's a very decent midfielder. That I can agree with.
Okay, I don't mind you saying decent because I
feel like decent is a good kind of. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that you'd put in. No, he's actually decent. Like, I'll be like, no, Gravenberch is decent. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, decent is. I won't bat an eyelid, but you are decent though.
See what happens when this is what happens, man. And I get it. In footballing days, this is what happens in it. When a player isn't getting the GAs and all of that, they're not good.
Gravenberch wasn't getting GAs though. He never got GAs.
Because if Declan Rice weren't getting assists from them corners he keeps putting in, no one would care what he's doing.
Hold on a minute. When I just tried to say that about the right wing, you mentioned Salah's GA being better than Frimpong and Chiesa, bro.
If it isn't the odd times when Liverpool's played,
see how he just ignored it, G. He mentioned that himself. You know?
Yeah, I know.
If it wasn't the odd times when Liverpool's played against Chelsea and Caicedo's had a good game, no one would care. Is anyone mentioning Paul when we played him? No one mentions it.
We know that Caicedo is literally.
I'm not saying he's not. That's not what I said.
But
I didn't say he wasn't good.
Caicedo's him still.
I didn't say it wasn't him. I'm just saying, innit? Like, if no one.
You're trying to put.
Is anyone mentioned? No. On a real. In the last 6 months, a bar when we played them and he scored that mad goal. Has anyone mentioned Caicedo and gone, yo, he's having a great season?
Yeah.
But why do we need?
No, they haven't.
You know they haven't. You want to know what? No. One yes. And when did we play? They play on Tuesday. And this week alone. Everyone's mentioning Caicedo because I literally just watched his interview with the TNT woman giving him the man.
Yeah, but that's an interview, so he's come up in the conversation.
No. He was, bruv. Come on. Okay, so whose thumbnail is Grav on the front of them? Go find one. What's not yours?
Well, you can't have stipulations in there. God.
I'm not adding stipulation. You said
you are. You're telling me go and find one. I can find one.
My point is, I'm not in everyone's stream in it, so I can't say who's talking about him but. The chances are, if he's on the front of your thumbnail, you're probably going to talk about him in some kind of performance. I only heard beginning of the season, the first couple of games when we were playing a bit fugazi there. Remember, that's when everyone's like grabs back on it because he's scoring goals then as well. Which you said shouldn't talk about the GA, but it's fine. So I'm not saying you can't talk about. I'm saying because he's not getting GA on a consistent basis, everyone's like, oh, grab it.
But he's never been that guy though. Like, and I wouldn't judge him against his. Like, I would never look at Gravenberch and be like.
Yeah, because if Bellingham was running around without GA, no one would care.
I can hear that, but
no one would care. And you know,
you want to know why this is bullshit? En said to me 2 days ago,
he scored.
Brother, this is bullshit. En said to me 2 days ago. He tried to diss Bellingham 2 days ago for not scoring in ages because I was watching the game.
And that's true. No one spoke about him.
Oh, Bellingham got his little goal now. And I'm like, bruv, he was dissing him, and I'm like, that's been good without the goals, bro. When you got Donny,
that's what
you scored 52 goals, bro. I don't really need Bellingham to score the goals. When Bellingham was scoring the goals, we didn't have a striker. That's why we needed him.
All I'm saying is no one he ain't been scoring, so no one's mentioned him.
No, the reason why no one's mentioned him because no one watches the Liga, bro. That's it.
And Gravenberch has been helping Liverpool this season, bro.
All the midfielders we mentioned have been helping the team. All of them.
Yeah, one's a Premier League winner and the other ones are not. So
if Gravenberch was out of the team, would Liverpool miss him that much? I don't think so.
100%.
If Szoboszlai was out of the team,
no,
Liverpool would crash.
No, you say that, and then we beat Wolves. So
Wolves is where you're going.
No, but you said if someone wasn't in the team, and I gave you an example of him not being in the team.
What Wolves?
For significant? Was he out of the team for significant? If he was out,
remember he was suspended for that game. Remember he was suspended.
But I don't care. Okay, but one game I don't care because I've seen one game where Liverpool have played without Grav and then won. I'm saying right that if Szoboszlai was out for a significant period of time, Liverpool would be hurt a lot more than if Gravenberch was out for a significant period.
I would agree only because of how this season is panned out. So I would agree with that statement. But if this was last season, then no, I wouldn't agree because the team was playing better than what they have been doing this season. So if the team was playing well, I think you can have that conversation about any of the midfielders.
No, we can't because McAllister is trash. So it wouldn't make any difference whether he's in the team.
Let's all diss that guy. He deserves all this Grav talk, bro. He's trash, bro.
He's been better. He's definitely been better in his last 3 games, though.
Oh, don't start this again, bro.
No, he has been. Arsenal game was really good,
bro. Okay, that's his best game of the season.
Turn up for the big games.
Not really turn up. He just a couple of interceptions and didn't move. That was perfect for him because he doesn't move normally. Us being parked in our own half was perfect for him.
I just think we overrated Gravenberch to the point where man will talk.
Why are we back on Gravenberch again, bro?
That's why did you go back to Graven, bro?
So but we don't need to because McAllister is actually just shit. Okay, there's no conversation.
Okay, but to be fair though, G, are you saying that when we got Grav, we had overrated him, or while he's been at Liverpool? Because I don't think people overrated him when we got him.
No. I don't think we overrated him. When we got him. I just think that what we saw last season
overrated him, man. Don't say people because I'm
no. And I wish it was just you because it would actually make it easier for me to even have this convo. The problem is last season, Savage just said it 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago, sorry, that he was good until January. We have not seen this
change the system
since whatever's happened. If you want to add your whatever, he has not been good since January. We are in January of 2026.
No, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But
you just said we changed the system.
I'm not arguing with your point. That's your beliefs. You can
but you just said that it's because we changed the system. You wouldn't have said that if you felt that Gravenberch has just been actually kind of calm since January, right? You would have been.
He's had more good games than bad games. 100% he has. And that's why I said if you're not scoring or assisting, people think you're not doing anything. That's how it is, and I get it.
We know that's not true.
No, but it's the truth though, bro. Like it is the truth. People
watch Pedri and De Jong. Do them man score goals? We don't care.
And you know how what I'm saying. My point is true, yeah. Because for an example, and I don't want to bring 2 players in. I'm gonna bring Salah. Salah could have a bad game for 70 minutes, score, and then we magnify his performance. Not us, but in general. And I'm saying to you, Gravenberch would go around cleaning up, putting out fires, but because he hasn't scored in the game, or Liverpool, maybe we haven't played well as a unit, as a team, and we don't win the game, it would be like, oh, he didn't play well. But if he would have scored in those games, you'd have been like, you know what, got his goal today, he did well, even if the result wasn't in our favor. And that's what I'm saying, it's magnified more. It's because he doesn't get the goal. He's going around putting out fires for everyone.
But putting out fires, I don't want him as the fire.
I agree with Vance, but doesn't that mean that the same thing can be said the opposite way though? Like Mandem only gassed him because he scored.
Yeah, but we know that they're not going to do that either way, innit? It's just going to be
when he was scoring, they did gas him. No, I'm not dissing you. I'm saying like what you said is valid, but it actually works the same way. Because with a DM. Remember that whole thing with DMs? It's like, yo, if you can't hear from them too much and the team's playing well, they're probably doing a good thing in it as a DM because you don't want to hear from him unless he has to intercept something and move on. So I'm saying, Andy's saying that man ain't rating him because he's not scoring goals, but then the whole valid point is that man are only gassing him because he was scoring goals. Because when everyone says at the start of the season that's when Grav was good, Yeah, that's when Grav scored like 3. He scored a couple of games.
Yeah.
And he assisted.
Newcastle?
Yeah,
Newcastle.
and the goal was cold as well, bruv. And he had the volley goal as well. So, like, that it works both ways, isn't it? That's why you can't take football fans serious. Fickle, bro.
Matt would not be the best player. I promise you that for free. McTominay, nah, he ain't better than McTominay. That's the news, bro.
But you don't think we've turned the corner then with the results, then, lads?
No.
Results, yeah, well, obviously because they're unbeaten in 12 minutes, so technically they have
13 now. Sorry, it's 13. I don't have the extra. I don't have the extra game there.
Sorry, 13 games. Technically, yes.
By yeah. So we hit rock bottom. Pause. We hit rock bottom, and then got slightly decent. So that's the improvement, which I don't rate at all. You know, like that, man. If a man keeps losing the ball and then only makes recovery tackles, man, like the UC's tackle all game, brother, I've seen him lose the ball 10 times and win it back 10 times. So just is all right, isn't it? That's why I think about Liverpool's performances. There ain't even, bruv, like, I know you can only beat what team's in front of you, and throughout the season, even if you're going through the league, you're gonna have games where, a lot of games probably, where it's just like, you done your job, man. Didn't come out second gear, but it was easy. Done that. Don't mean I rate it. It's just what it is.
I won't speak about Jerry. I won't speak about Man City. If you want to speak about Man City, they lost to Man United and got moved to. I think that was the last, and then they lost midweek as well.
Yeah,
I rather speak about teams that win with clean sheets. That's the teams I like to speak about. But yeah, listen, we turned the corner now, man. We have to admit that. We've definitely turned the corner.
I can't until I'm confident that, like, when these games come up, like Bournemouth, when I'm confident that Liverpool's going to win a game, okay, maybe. But even based off your list there, with like look how close the draws are to the wins, bro. It's not like there's a run between them where it's like, you get me?
But even if you break the games down, to be that 3-3 with Leeds, we should have won that game. If we didn't, we were 2-0 up, and then we actually went 3-2 up and threw it away last minute. Then you would have looked at that and gone, that's a win. That Leeds draw is just a dead game. It probably deserves to be a draw there. The Fulham game, we should have done a hell of a lot better than what we did in that game as well.
Yeah.
And then the Arsenal one, fair result. They defend well. We defended well. Probably should have taken one or
Should have won the game.
Yeah, taken 1 or 2. And then we won. And then the Burnley one, that 1-1, we were winning and then threw it away within, like, in a 5-minute spell of them playing good football. So even throughout that, we should have easily turned those draws, or those negative results, even with playing poorly, into wins. And then you have the game that we won, the 13th in a row, unbeaten in a row, 13. We won 3-0 against Marseille, a team that we probably thought going there was going to get moved to based around Marseille's football. So I would say we've turned the corner.
Okay, I hear it. I'm the opposite to what you said, because we could have took them points off them teams and probably be third in the table or second. All of those games where we conceded late, the other team was better than us at the end of the game, so they can be like, they should have won. That's Leeds walked off the pitch gutted that they didn't beat us. Not happy to. Leeds and Burnley and Sunderland should be happy to get a draw against Liverpool. We're the champions. They just got promoted. 1 point when they weren't expecting any should be, oh my God, this is a point towards being safe in the Prem. They were all disappointed, bro, apart from Burnley. So that's what I'm saying is, like, no one's wrong or right, because you can choose to be optimistic about something or pessimistic about it. But the way I see it is, we ended the game bad in those games. If we started the game bad and then got better, built up these results or the scoreline, and then nearly won at the end, I would hear it. But none of these games, apart from like maybe 1 or 2, we were the better team at the end of the game, so we could have snatched the victory. If anything, we were closer to winning a game and then drawing and then nearly losing right at the end. So apart from Fulham you should have won. It was a throw-in and the man scored a screamer. You should have took the game. You should have won that.
Nah, for real.
These and that had bare chances, bro. But if you want to turn the corner, blood, it's all right, man. I'm gonna stay on this side of the road, blood.
It's all right, man. We'll take. I've got your ticket when you're ready, bro.
Man.
When you're ready to jump back on the train, I've got your ticket.
I was never on it. I stayed at the train station. I was never on it. I was never on the train. I was never there, bro. I just watched all you like step on and that. So I'm gonna wait for the next train still. You man said you might have to wait a couple seasons. And All right, I'll get on, bro, but I'm standing.
I'm standing. Just hurt your feet. Calves are burning. Hey, but listen, all the Liverpool fans in the building, love and respect. Look, we're the most or the best run club in the Prem.
That's a
This
fact.
is that's a hell of a lot of money. So we wonder why we was able to go and spend the type of money we spent in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, as I heard yesterday, man, they said that commercially we're catching up to Man City and Man U now, which is crazy considering we was behind them. Obviously, this is everything in total, but yeah, we're catching up to them. So, it's good for the club, man. It's good for the club, but no one else in the chat should be happy, bro, because you all FSG out, bro. So don't be getting happy.
Is everyone still FSG out though? I thought we
was all been FSG out, man. Stay broke, then, innit? Stay broke.
I swear we've changed that tune now, innit? I swear the people I've spoken to now.
Everyone's been more FSG out now in the last month or so than they have since last season because Slot's still here. And they're all moaning about them.
Right, yeah, it makes sense, innit? Because you'd want him out because they're thinking, why is he not acted? But then is it down to them to sack him or is it down to Richard Hughes?
Well, it's down to but they're saying sack Richard Hughes if he doesn't do the right thing and get rid of Slot. You know what I mean?
And you know what? It was when we was having that comment about like the reason why Liverpool probably won't sack the manager yet. These are like the reasons why.
Yeah, that's what I told you at the beginning of the stream.
Like Manchester United, Red Devils, and they was 6-6. Yo, that's crazy. Sorry, that was what was
demonic things in that.
That's crazy.
I don't know if someone put, that's mad. That's a good catch, G.
It's been bugging me. As soon as you put up, I was like, yo, that says, and they Red Devil. Okay, cool. Whatever. That's mad.
But yeah, this was one of the reasons why when we had the conversation about, why they probably won't sack him. It's because and you mentioned it, Sav, you said it will probably only sack him when he starts hurting their pockets. At the moment, it's not hurting their pockets at all.
That's why I said that just a minute ago. If you end up seeing me slotting, and I've never said slotting or slot out, I just said I don't like the geezer, bruv. Just know I can't be bothered with the stress anymore. Because I was sitting there thinking when I was watching the report on this yesterday, then I went online and read the actual report. Most people think that we're going to get to the end of the season and then they're going to bring Alonso in. I don't. I think Slot's going to stay in again. I think they're going to give him a new contract, bro. So sorry about that, guys.
Because you look at it now, we're probably going to get top 4.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get top 4. Let's say we do that and say he gets far in the Champions League, not win it, but we get far in it, quarters, semis. That's money there as well to be earned. Good league finish, money there to be earned as well. You got the Champions League revenue for the following season. Obviously, he's not going to be the top dollar, but it'll be more than the other teams. Obviously, Arsenal, if they win it, or City will get the top dollar, but we'll finish above Man United, so we'll get that as well.
Yeah, bro.
So why would they go? Yeah, get like, and he mentioned it again today in the press conference. He said the team that we built was a young team, and it's for next season, not just for this season. Next season, the season after that, and the season after that. And he said they're going to get better the season after that, next season.
Yeah, right. And do you see how comfortable he looks talking?
I said this.
He ain't going. I watched it just before I jumped on stream, and that's when I was like, yeah, you know what? He ain't going anywhere. And I tried to have this conversation last week, but everyone gets emotional. I keep telling everyone, if you want to talk about the business, then let's talk about business and step away from being like a fanatic a second. Take a step back and look at the club, bro. Before I saw this, look at our club, bro, and look how it's run. The only issue with the club is the fact that we're not winning the Prem at the moment from their standpoint. And as you can tell, the prize money is good for winning the Prem, but the difference between second, third, and fourth, it's not like, oh, this team got 500 mil extra. It's not that. We still get bare Sky Sports revenue and all that, and broadcasters, because we're Liverpool, and everyone wants to watch Liverpool around the world. So, merch and that, we're with Adidas now, making better merch. Everyone's buying shirts and that. I'm just saying, bro, like, it's dark. Our stadium's bigger than it was before in terms of seats and capacity, and still trying to add more stuff there. And as you heard yesterday, and when I put that thing on, which I was saying anyway, Anfield does concerts now, like Spurs does. That's why Spurs always...
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, because Taylor Swift was at Anfield early last season. Dua Lipa was there. So I'm saying, like, it's going to go from... Remember, anytime you see these lists here, if you've done the bigger version, I bet Spurs are, like, just underneath Man U, or on the... Spurs are always there, and Spurs are terrible, bro. And they've been terrible. How are Spurs always there? Because NFL, concerts, go-karting, they use the stadium for everything, bro. Once Liverpool starts doing that, which we have, bro, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry, bro, because I don't want Slot here either, bro, but prepare yourself, innit? Best off preparing yourself for Slot to be in next season, and then it doesn't, and then you're like, oh, surprise, we got Alonso, someone. Or don't prepare yourself and then fall flat on your face when you realize he signs a new 3-year contract.
Because you know what, all it would take as well, I think, for them to like cement him in, if he picks up maybe the FA Cup or the
FA Cup.
Champions
I
League.
was thinking that, yeah.
If he picks up a trophy, because if you're going to be honest here, subjectively, you're going to be like, bro, he did win 2 trophies in 2 years. Regardless of how you feel about the football, how we play, about the team or the squad, and you think we need more in it, they'll be like, well, we've won 2 trophies. People will be like, well, why are you moaning? Because you've literally won a trophy every season he's been your manager.
Yeah, even if you get to the final, even if you get to the final of one of these cups, bro, especially the
last season he could have had 2. He got to the final of the League Cup and lost.
Yeah,
so he could have picked up a double last season.
This is why it's pointless when people. Yeah, carry on, G. Sorry, bro.
No, I was just gonna say this just reminds me when Barcelona had Ronald Koeman. You know, he's just like, bro.
Yeah, bro.
ASAP,
bro, because
they're just not leaving, bro.
This is why, like, trying to have a conversation with football fans and that, it's always good, man. I love the conversation, that, but people ain't willing to listen to the points you're trying to get across. And that, as soon as you say something, they think that's what I agree with, on it. I'm like, no, bro. It's business 101 without football. Never mind it being football. So man will mention something straight away, like bringing up Klopp to me and that. Brother, the Klopp left. He said he left the club in a better position than it was when he got in.
Mm-hmm.
So using Klopp doesn't work, bro. You get me? It just doesn't work. Oh yeah, Klopp did this and Klopp did that. Okay, well, if you want to have that conversation and be fair, then, and not just because you don't like Slot, which I don't like him, but then you're not being fair to Slot, is it? Because when Klopp got here, he got to finals and didn't win anything for a while.
Yeah,
but he kept getting to finals. We're being objective here. The other guy came in, won the league straight away, got to one final in the same season, lost that, move on to the next season, spent all the money. The league's still going. He's not going to win it, but the league's still going, and the FA Cup and Champions League is still in it. So, only objectively speaking, before everyone gets emotion, there was the guy in the shades talking about. This is the truth, though. It's literally the truth, bro. You know what I mean? There's context to everything, of course, but the businessman, the only context is money, bro. There ain't nothing else to talk about. It's like we can make anything up. Slot's win percentage is better than most Liverpool managers ever. Okay, the caveat's going to be he's been here 18 months or however long he's been here. So the longer you're here, it's going to drop, and it's going to go down. Obviously, Pep Guardiola's been here for 10 years and that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Slot's win percentage is better than Guardiola's. Probably isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But, exactly. What am I going to say that he's better than Guardiola? It's not. That's why stats and that don't mean anything, bro. But to business people, money, bro. I don't want it. They don't want to hear. And after that, I don't want to hear anything. Money, money, money. That's it. And the money's still being made, and that is worse for every Liverpool fan that wants Slot gone. Seeing that 702, brother, that is the final nail in the coffin, bro.
They said, yo, you made us this revenue in your first season. Nah.
Dark.
Man said, I think Sam is right, but I hope you're wrong, brother, in the name of Yeshua.
No, bro, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. And listen, if they just decide to pull the trigger and someone does something football into us, they got rid of him, brother, I'm with that, and I didn't want him here anyway. But I'm just saying, like, it's easier for me to just believe what I believe based on logic than emotion and just go, yeah, they're probably going to keep him, bro. I hope they don't, but they're probably going to keep him because do you care if your team's winning the league if I'm making more money?
And that's why this is the point. This is when I said we're not. Yeah,
Joe.
All right, cool.
Yeah. It's true though, isn't it? And like, what am I screwing about most weeks on it in wrestling? How shit it is, bro.
Yeah,
they're making more money than when they've
ever been.
So the same thing's happening, bro. The people who own WWE do not care if you're not moaning about storylines, bro. We're making more money. Shut the fuck up, bro. That's it. And that's
Which is crazy. Which is crazy. No, when you think
it is crazy, but it's the same. But it's the same with movies and that. But let's not. We get a couple of good Netflix movies here or there. Sometimes we overgas it because that's what we're given. But then you go, how much do I rewatch these movies back again? You don't. How much do you rewatch the ones from the past all the time? Music is all music now. Shit. No, of course not, bro. It's decent. But then I ask you how many songs from 2017 you still listening to? A few bangers here and there. And guys, how many songs a man listened to from 99 when you weren't even born, or 99 when you was a kid? Bare tunes, bro. Man listening to Motown and that. Why? Because it's timeless music. Guess who doesn't care? The record label don't care, bro. Ice Spice is terrible, bro. But all I've seen all week is people doing this SpongeBob dance.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Just terrible, bro. But it made bare money, so nobody cares. That's business, man. It sucks, bro. Remember, years ago we used to do this. Oh, we're a football club, not a business. No, as fans, that's how we see it, and we'd love it to be that. But hey, business people don't see that. That's why having like when people are against like Saudi owners and all that stuff. The one good thing about them is it's not just money. They care about the pride in it. They've already got the money. They've got bare oil money, bro, unlimited. But their thing is pride. You think they're building a city in the middle of the desert? What's just a straight line because it's gonna make them more money? They don't need the money. The oil's underneath it. It's because it's pride. Everyone's going to go look at us and go, West South, look at us. Look what we've got. Man City owners, me and G talks about this all the time. Every season, he comes out, starts talking about what he's going to build in the city and what. You think he's doing that because it's going to make us more money? It's pittance to them, man. We need a tax write-off. And everyone's going to say, I'm great. Safe, blood. I'm on being great. John Henry and that's not talking about the one that says...
You see man with Trump the other day as well. See the Man City owner with Trump.
Yeah, man, it does suck, bro. But honestly, it's life, and it's business. Sorry about the tirade and that, the little rant, bro. That's just truth, bro. This is business.
So you're saying let's just forget the slot out and in now. Just you know what? See what the team.
I'm not telling anyone because in the emotion of a game, you're always going to be like, that's what I said to you. I don't care about cup games and that. The performance bothers me while I'm watching the game because I've taken time out to watch a football match and invest time into this team in it. When the game's done in a cup game, I don't care that much because the aim is just to win that trophy, bro. Like, it is. The Prem's different because it's so many games, bro. And you know where it's going to lead to and you can get relegated and all that stuff. In the cup, it's like, yo, while I'm watching it, can you play good after that? I don't care. So like Marseille, I didn't enjoy the game. Now it's done. Well done, Liverpool, for beating Marseille. Can we move on to the next one? Because if we don't win the trophy, no one's going to care about the Marseille game. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not telling everyone to forget about it because it's going to be impossible to. But that's just how it works.
I do think that everyone should take heed of what Savage is saying in regards to like this manager staying, because I also don't think that's why I don't I don't talk about him being in or out, because I'm just like, bro, he's going to be here. So I could shout until I turn a different color, but the reality is, like, I'm probably sooner to turn a different color than I am he is to leave. So do you get what I'm saying? So bro,
I don't even think he's ever see that run we went on when he lost 9 in 12 or whatever or something.
Yeah,
I can guarantee this, bro. He will never be that bad again for Liverpool.
Yeah, he won't.
Yeah, I don't even think he
ever. And because of that, if you didn't sack him then, and that's his worst moment, it's probably going to. Then I don't see it happening. Now, the only thing you can hope for is that there is a point where they just go on a mutual respecting. Behind the scenes, it ain't going to be that. But Sky Sports, they've both decided to step away from the club for new ventures and all that. We know it's going to be a lie, but you can hope for that, innit? Or they just go, we're not going to renew your contract, so you haven't been sacked because we're just not renewing it. But really, we know that's what it is. So it's dark, man. It's dark, bro. But seems like everyone's happy with the performances anyway. But man, I'm saying that if we play the Marseille games, anything to go off, if that's the standard of the rest of the season, then by how everyone's been acting off that, no one's going to be too angry. And I feel like, to me, that game was kind of basic. So I believe Liverpool can do that standard every week against Marseille, because I don't think it was that good. And if that's what everyone's happy with, big up to you. If that's what everyone's happy with, then we're going to be fine. And in cup competitions, that can win you a trophy. That Marseille performance can win you a trophy in cup competitions, because you only have to knock man out in it. And you get 2 legs in whatever tie and play 1 leg, score the goals, and the other leg defend, and then you're good, win the trophy. So,
no, fairs, bro. Fairs. All right, let's have a quick look at the for the Man City fan in the chat. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League games this weekend.
Some good games, man.
Some good games. You know, that Arsenal Man United game is the one for me, bro. I need to be there. I honestly feel Man United is going to cook them in this game.
Same. And it's on thingy as well. Villa Newcastle just before it, innit? So that should be a good Sunday, man.
Ooh, big games.
Yeah, man. That's still Wolves.
Where's your head at with the first one? Let's run through the games real quick. And So West Ham and Sunderland are the first one.
West Ham at home. West Ham's form's been terrible this season, but
They come back the other day, didn't they? I'm like,
yeah,
I don't get this team.
It's very strict. I was literally sitting there thinking the other day. Obviously, I don't want to sign any other players on the slot unless it's a centre back, just because we need one.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the other day. I think I said it to you actually when it came on my phone. I said that Paqueta's going back to Brazil?
Yeah.
But it was for like 30 mil. And the whole time I was thinking, so what? We can't just buy Paqueta now.
I don't know if I need. I don't
no,
need
no,
that.
you're gonna say no.
I don't need that. The match fixing in my. No, I don't need it. He definitely tried to get himself sent off when we played them. Like Sam, he's on a yellow.
It did, but you know what? If I said to man, would you take Tonali? Everyone's gonna say yeah. Both of them were doing up scandals.
Nah, okay. Oh, no. All right. Here's the difference, though, Sam. Here's the difference. Tonali, you'd say, raw, he was just throwing the bets on and he hadn't, whatever. He's just throwing bets on. He weren't trying to throw games. He weren't doing odd stuff. He weren't like, Tonali to get a yellow card. It was just, I'm just putting bets and I'm trying to win some extra cash. But I'm looking at Paqueta, bro, and I don't understand why yellow cards are a key thing in his.
But that's his thing, isn't it? I bet on yellow cards.
So
the man in Brazil can get paid, bro.
And then against us, that's what done it for me. Yeah? And I was like, nah, allow him, like let him. But I was like, he got the yellow.
Nah, he tried.
Kanate got up and said, nah, don't worry. And then the man, they were like, yo, don't worry about it, man. It's all chilled. He just pushed to get the second yellow. I'm like, nah.
Because listen, man, if the man in the favelas here have got shot to your cousin's head and that, so put the bet on, you're gonna do what needs to be done.
Flip. I don't want him. I ain't gonna lie. Burnley and Spurs, man. Robbo could be playing for them. Nah, he won't be. Won't be playing for them in that time. But
Burnley, Spurs.
I can't believe Robbo could be going Spurs. Whoop. Looks like he's going Spurs.
I'm gonna go Spurs for this win. I'm gonna go Spurs. I think Spurs will win.
I'm gonna go Burnley. I think Burnley might beat them.
Yeah, them Spurs fans. I think if he loses to Burnley, it might be gone, bro. Thomas Frank.
Fulham, Brighton.
Craven Cottage, 2-2.
They should have all their players back as well, shouldn't they? So
2-2.
Yeah, Bassi will be back. Yeah.
See, honestly, said the same thing. He just stinks of a 2-2 or not.
Yeah, Man City, Wolves. To be fair, that first leg, the first tie when they played each other was mad. You know, like Wolves should have done better than what they did.
Wolves have been doing that all season, man. Although I seen this morning that Bournemouth trying to buy Strand Larson? That's still just Oh, was it Sunderland?
Sunderland, but there's a few teams involved,
bro. Imagine there's a team here that's fighting to stay in the league as well. You're like, I'm just gonna buy your best striker then.
Listen, there's nothing he can do about it because he probably wants to save his bacon right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I think City's gonna murder them, bro. I don't think it'll affect Wolves' thingy for the rest of the season. I think it's gonna be one of them one-off ones where they just get smoked, bro. Is that as well? Etihad?
Yeah, they've drew like Arsenal and them have drawn, and us we've drawn our last two games in a row in the Prem. So Man City's due a win. Obviously, Liverpool, Bournemouth. We need Liverpool to win that. What do you think the score will be?
Bro.
I'm gonna go 4-0.
That'd be a nice 4-0. What, Bournemouth?
Nah, Liverpool, bro. All day long, all day. I think 4-0 Liverpool.
It'd be a really positive result if we forget how I feel like playing against Marseille. But if you can beat Marseille 3-0 and go and beat Bournemouth, start building up a run of wins, then it might feel a bit better. And but I think 2-2, bro. Because
our next game is Newcastle in terms of the Premier League. So that's on Saturday, I think. Is it Saturday?
Yeah, and then we got City in it or something like that.
City after that, yeah. We need them wins now, so we need to get the confidence going.
Yeah, we got 2-2.
This guy called Igor Blood at this Brentford team cooking right now against Forest.
Igor Thiago Blood. Forest look good against Arsenal. Did the game finish 0-0 yesterday?
Yeah, who?
Yeah, in Europe. Nottingham.
I didn't see. I think Brentford might have this one still.
Brentford's at home, innit?
Yeah, it feels like one of those games where it should be like a 2-2.
This
one Brentford might win like 4-2 or something like that.
Weekends when I see bare straws, I'm gonna go 0-0. Yeah, I'm going to go 0-0.
Palace and Chelsea.
Palace. I think they need a win. They've been rubbish, man.
But they lost Gay now, bro.
Yeah, no. They're about to lose Mateta as well, bro. So this team's been stripped of all.
That's why I know. That's why I know, bro. 100% we'll get Wharton in the summer. You know, that team will be dead, and the manager will be gone. He'll be like, "Get me on that first plane, man."
That, man. Elise, then Eze, Gueye, and now Mateta, bro. That seriously, forget how anyone feels about Palace, and look how good they were last season and what they've done, winning their first trophy and then winning the Charity Shield. How would any team cope with that? Think of it in the Liverpool sense. They're all their best players, bro. So that's like us before losing Virgil Salah. Virgil would have been Gueye. Salah would have been Elise.
And they just come and pick off our players. Remember, it used to be like that, though. As a Liverpool fan, bro, we've been through the stages of when teams were like, "Oh, we'll just take him." Yeah, like, and there's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. But I was just like a one-off, and then it was a weird. You know what I mean? Like, we'd lose a. I don't even know. Bro.
And then Klopp said, "Nah, man, this has to be a destination, bro. Can't have."
I was going to say that because in hindsight, I'm thinking about all the players. I'm petty in it, so all the players that we lose from Liverpool normally they don't do well
after they leave, and it's true.
Yeah. Like Suarez did, but Suarez was still in his prime and he stayed when Arsenal tried to get him. But obviously, he was going to go Barca. Coutinho didn't. He won the Champions League with Bayern, but it was on loan.
He was better at Bayern than he was at Barca.
Yeah, he was exactly. Like he won the Champions League on loan because Barca didn't want him, bro. And then they kept trying to dish him out to Villa and all these teams. You know what I mean? Yeah, it didn't really work. Torres was not. I mean, Torres won the Champions League with Chelsea, but he was terrible.
Yeah, he was just not the same player when he left us, boy.
Yeah. I heard the Mass Carragher about that the other day, and he said, "Yeah, we knew." He said we knew. Like he said, after he had that injury when he came into the training that season, and that he was still cold, but he said he was not the same at all. So when we heard those 50 mil getting put in for him, it was kind of like, damn, someone's going to pay 50 mil for him. But he said it's because he only played good against Chelsea. So I hear it. Well, yeah, man. I think Palace. Yeah, I think Palace will. I think their fans will be out for that one. You know they got good fans in it. So.
Yeah, it's true. What was that? Newcastle Villa.
Newcastle 2-1. St James is rocking. 2-1.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game.
They punched up Thingy in the PSV in the week, and they're on a high, man.
Nah, it's gonna be a good game. Well, about obviously we got United Arsenal. I think United win like 2-1.
Same.
And they win 2-1, man. I think like the way I see them bopped, man. See, and I know it was the first game, first little bounce, first little wide.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, bro. You're a coach, bro. That wasn't a manager bounce. That was Carrick football, bro.
And not only that, you know, when he was when Bruno back in the 10, I knew once I knew he was back in, I knew they were gonna start doing.
I beg bro. I know it didn't result in a goal. I beg someone to see the pass he did, and it went across to like I think Mbumo left it for somebody in the box for like Dorgu or someone, and he should have took the shot. The pass was mad. When Bruno's in those positions, then he doesn't have to worry about defending so much. It's dark for man, bro. I remember like
he gets shots off. He
they scored 3 offside goals as well in that game. They punched City up, but then they started doing rondos around them. Yeah, I actually think it's gonna be 1-0. And the reason why I want it to be 1-0 as well, because I want it to be like at the death blood. 94th minute, bro. Arsenal think they're getting a point.
No, you're dark enough for that. Do you know how much of a meltdown they would have?
The reason why I want that is because if it's 0-0 for most of the game, Arsenal fans will be losing their shit just off the draw, never mind losing. They'll be like, oh, this is ridiculous. Then they'll start trying to lie to themselves. Well, it is Man U, so getting the points good. Bruno!
Yeah. Or, you know, late pen.
He scores against them. I hope Heaven scores off a corner. He used to play for Arsenal, isn't it? Yeah.
And, you know, and you know what? Add the pressure. Man City take care of their jobs. Take care of their business on tomorrow.
You can imagine the commentary as well. The Red Devils arise at Emirates.
No, because it'd be Gary Neville. He'll be on it. Neville will be on the commentary as well for that game.
Oh, bro, you know, bro. And then they have Peter Drury and that talking about, yo, the Red Devils turned up in North London, but heaven rose above the rest with their goals. Oh, bro. You know,
The wordplay from him is
bro. And it will take a shot to like Jesus with his hand on his head, and it's like heaven rose above the rest, but Jesus wasn't there. Oh, boys, I'm a commentator, blood. I got bars, bro.
I don't know if you can match Peter Drury, but yeah,
Peter Drury is the coldest, bro. This geezer tells stories, man.
Yeah, and then Everton and Leeds. This game feels like a boring game, you know.
It's a Monday night football.
I would put it on the TV. Though. I ain't gonna lie, it'll be on the TV, whether or not I'm watching it.
Yeah, I think Everton will win.
They lost Grealish now as well for a few months, 3 months, I think. Was it 3 months?
Yeah.
Got stress fracture. But looking at the table before we go out, big up to everyone in the building, man. We're sitting in at 4th. Still plenty of games to play, though.
How many points are we behind Arsenal?
I don't want to count it, bro. So
14?
Don't worry about it. It's like 14 points, man.
Yeah, man, we did it before, blood.
But Sav, you know what we would need, though? Okay.
Nah, they run for the title, bro. We did it before, bro. I mean, we failed on the last day, bro, because Coutinho and Villa and that, bro. But
Sav, you know what we would need, though? We would need at least a 2-week spin. So, you know, like a 2 weeks of Arsenal picking up no points or maybe even 1, and we're picking up 3. Maybe even a 3-week spin. And you see that, and that draws us in closer to them. Man City above them, and then they get drawn into that middle pack. That's what you would need, bro. That's what you would need for that to happen. You need 3 weeks of us winning and them not picking up, or maybe even just picking up a point, if that. Do you actually see that happening? Because I don't.
No, of course not.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think.
Let's make a run for it anyway, bro.
He's saying just win the games and see what happens.
Should be doing that anyway, bro. You know you can't win it, but like you still need to get as many points as you can. So you should just make a late charge for it, bro. Just make everyone feel uncomfortable, bro. Man, can we leave the season with a bit of pride, bro?
I see pride. I see power.
Because you know everyone's gonna be, and I get it. We deserve it at the moment anyway. Our worst defending Premier. Obviously, technically, it's not the worst defending Premier League champions. It's not even close, bro. Because Chelsea that finished 10th, bro. So it's not the worst. But can we have a bit of pride? Like we're not gonna win the league, bro. But can we just go and win? How many games are left of the league now? 16.
Yeah,
bro. Can we go win like 12 games and go on? We'll go win 12 games, draw 3 and lose 1. Go on, just do that for the rest of the season, man. Little pride, bro. Little pride. Young FA Cup and that. We can all celebrate it and that. We can sing the Dua Lipa song, "One Kiss Is All It Takes" and that. And then he can leave, bro.
Do we take that? No, we don't do a parade for that, would we? The FA Cup.
No, I'm not, bro. I would not. If I go to parade the slot, I'm dashing an egg at him, bro.
Can we? All right, but we get the Champions League. That's a parade, though, isn't it?
I'm dashing an egg at him, bro, and I'm standing right next to you.
No, you're not doing that.
Yeah, because you're the tall
now
one.
Now you told me what your plan is. I'm making sure as soon as that bus is coming,
bro.
I'm not nowhere near you.
Yeah, but you're tall, blood. You're way up there. So while you're looking up there, I'm gonna put an egg in your pocket to plant the case.
Nah, you're not.
You get me? Bit of yolk on your trainer and that, so man, no, you came from him still.
Yolk, you know.
Yeah, bro. Bun this guy, bro. Nah, seriously, win the Champions League. I'm not going to the parade. I promise, bro.
I'll be there.
I'm not going to another football parade with this geezer as our gaffer, bro. I'm not doing it, bro.
No, you like him, bro. Though.
I can't stand the youth, man. Yeah, of course, Conor Big got Dua Lipa every time. That's good food, blood.
He's turning it around now. He's turning it around, bro. He's turning it around.
All right, man.
Big up Honesty for checking the likes, guys. If you haven't,
based on how what you're saying is turned it around. If you go based off what he's just done in the last however many games, so 13, and there's 14 left of the season. That means if we go off that ratio, he's gonna draw another 6 games, bro, and then win 7. Well, draw 7 and win 7.
He won't.
No, but based off the ratio he's already done, and you can't complain, bro, because we're back. Turn the corner. You know what I mean? And then we'll be unbeaten.
How many wins you need 12 in it, you said.
Yeah, we'll be unbeaten in 27.
But he would have got close to the 12 wins you're asking for.
No, I said based off what you're saying is acceptable now.
Okay.
7 wins and 7 draws. Bro, it's 30 points on it. Is it 30 points? It's not 30 points. It's 27 wins, 21 points.
And then you're 7 points. Nah, that's
7
enough.
Draws. There's 28 points.
You need at least 10 wins. 10 wins.
28 points at the end of the season is diabolical, yeah. But guess what? He'll be 27 unbeaten. And man, they're going to be talking about, it's the greatest ever. It's the greatest ever unbeaten run.
27 unbeaten is quite, that's a lot still.
27 unbeaten and you finish 4th. No league title is so shit, bro. And you know,
I do need Newcastle. I was thinking I do need
take
Newcastle to beat Villa as well, man. They need so we can catch them.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Villa, bro. Fuck Villa, man.
All right, man. Big up to everyone in the building. Hope you guys going to have a great day. Robbo looks like he's going to Spurs. I do think, though, it'll be Van der Ven coming the other way, though. I just have a sneaky feeling that will be the case. Look, we play Bournemouth tomorrow, 5:30 kickoff, I think it is. Are you doing the watch-along at all? Yeah. No, Sam will be doing the watch-along. Channel's in the description, guys. So you already know how to go and find him. And then straight after that, you already know it's the fan call-in we do here after every game. And I'll hear what you guys think about the game and even the Robbo situation. By tomorrow, Robbo could be a Spurs player.
Yeah, either way, man. Big up Robbo, man. Big up Canary as well, blood.
Yeah, big up the man then, man. But as I said, little by little, man, the team that you would say over the years that's brought us the most joy is just being dissected. And I know this time was going to come in it. We knew, obviously, players don't get younger, they get older, and they leave football clubs.
With the way this season's going, we're going to be left with, like, Salah and Virgil. And their contract's going to have 1 year left on it. Because I think Alisson's going to leave at the end of the season as well. So we'll just be left with them. That'll be it. And Gomez is going to... If Gomez outlives all these fuckers, bro, that's crazy. You know that? See,
Gomez here. And Gomez will be the longest serving Liverpool. I'm sure he is now. But
yeah, he is now. He is now. But he's been there for... Brother, he's lived... Bro, if Gomez outlives these, like, build him a statue for no reason, bro. I swear. That's good.
And you know the one thing we need before he goes? He needs a goal, man.
Yeah, 100%, man.
He needs a goal.
Way, but there'll be a documentary about Gomez in the future, and it'll be like the curious case of Gomez. Because if you take away being a Liverpool fan, took a step back, you just be like, why have they still got that guy? See, not because of how good he is. He's good, we know that. But seriously, why is he still there? Because obviously the longest serving player in the Prem's thingy in at Man U. Fucking hell, man.
Evans.
The one who's built like a pigeon, bruv, the left back. What's his name again? Luke Shaw.
Oh, Luke Shaw.
He's the longest serving player in the Prem in terms of like being out of team, the longest on it.
Rah.
Because he came in the Van Gaal. Was it Van Gaal? Yeah, Van Gaal brought from Southampton.
He's been here for tight. You know, it's crazy because he's been there for so long and just been injured for so long.
But Joe, that's what I'm saying. Him and Gomez have got the same career path, bro. Obviously, Gomez picked up the trophies, though. Come on. But same career path, bro. Both can play in all them positions, but they've been injured. Both of them got the torn up knee. They might be the same person, you know. You ever seen them push together? Just both got the same torn up knee.
I'm trying to think when England called them up, were they on the pitch at the same time?
I don't think so, bro. So I'm I've never, bro. This
10 years of Joe Gomez.
Crazy. Yeah, man. I hear it though. Big up Gomez, man. There'll be a documentary and it'll be like, yeah, how come you kept him around? We just like him. So with that, always a tax write-off, bro. Because he don't make sense.
It's just use him as a tax write-off. And said he doesn't play, but we like him.
We like him, man.
Yeah, I think he can laugh.
Lucas Leiva was like that. Lucas Leiva was here for a minute, and I was like, the whole time he was here, I'm like, I don't understand why he's still a Liverpool player, bro.
Tax write-off, Phil.
He was not good. Anyway, good
guy,
man. Email him still. Get a look at interview Lucas Leiva and that.
Lucas Leiva.
People like Lucas Leiva and Enrique and Garcia and that. These men still love Liverpool. Like that's their club. They might respond to you still. Can't even lie.
Enrique. He used to do his PlayStation streams, was jokes, man, but stopped them. All right, let's get out of here, man. Big up, everyone. Big up, Sav. Peace. Love.